There is a particular kind of satisfaction I get in the shop when a car rolls in with 280,000 miles on the odometer. The owner is a little embarrassed about how it looks, and I open the hood and find an engine that is still running like the day it left the factory. Meanwhile, that same week, I will have a luxury sedan come in at 90,000 miles that needs a repair costing more than the high-mileage economy car is worth. And the owner of the expensive car cannot understand how the cheaper machine outlasted his by a factor of 3. That is what today is about. I am going to show you 10 affordable cars whose engines are built to run essentially forever. Cars that will quietly embarrass vehicles costing 2 and 3 times as much. And I am not going to hand you a vague list of good brands. I am going to name the specific engine inside each one, give you the actual code stamped on the block, and tell you the real mileage these motors are reaching in the field, according to iSeeCars longevity studies, consumer reports data, and long-term ownership records. Everything is sourced, so you can check it yourself. Here is the thread that ties all 10 together, and once you see it, you will understand why the expensive stuff so often loses this race. Every engine on this list avoids the same trap. None of them are highly stressed, tiny turbocharged units straining to move a heavy car. They are, for the most part, naturally aspirated or hybrid designs, engineered for durability first and bragging rights second. That single philosophy is the whole secret, and it is why a $30,000 car can outlive a $70,000 one. Let me show you the 10, and I have arranged them to build toward the ones I trust the most, so stay with me to the end. Before the list, let me explain the mechanical reason an affordable car so often beats a luxury car on longevity, because once you understand it, you will shop differently for the rest of your life. Expensive cars compete on performance and features. To deliver big horsepower from a small, efficient-looking engine, luxury automakers lean heavily on turbocharging, and often 2 turbos. Turbos generate tremendous heat, they spin at enormous speeds, and they put the whole engine under far more thermal and mechanical stress than a simpler design ever sees. Add in complex variable valve systems, adaptive suspensions, and dozens of electronic modules, and you have a machine with a great many things that can eventually fail, each one expensive to fix because the parts are premium and the labor is specialized. The affordable cars on this list took the opposite path. Their engineers chose deliberately to keep the engine simple and unstressed. A naturally aspirated engine breathes air at normal atmospheric pressure. No turbo forcing extra air in, no extra heat, no boost control plumbing to spring a leak. The engine loafs along at a fraction of its maximum capability during normal driving, which means it wears slowly. Fewer parts, less heat, less stress, lower cost to fix when something does eventually need attention. That is the recipe for an engine that reaches 300,000 miles. There is one more piece, and it is human, not mechanical. Because these cars sell in enormous numbers, every mechanic in the country knows them inside and out. Parts are cheap and everywhere. There is no mystery, no dealer-only diagnostic tool required. That familiarity keeps them on the road for decades, long after a more exotic machine would have been scrapped because nobody could afford to fix it. Now, with that understood, here are the 10, starting with a pair of Subarus for the all-wheel drive crowd. Let me start with 2 Subarus because they serve a specific buyer, the one who needs genuine all-wheel drive and does not want to give it up for longevity. Number 10 is the Subaru Impreza, and number 9 is the Subaru Outback, and they share the heart that matters here. Both use Subaru's 2.5-litre naturally aspirated Boxer engine. The Boxer design is unusual. The cylinders lie flat and horizontal, pistons punching outward against each other like a boxer throwing jabs, which is where the name comes from. That layout gives the car a low center of gravity, which is part of why Subarus handle so securely in bad weather. But the reason it is on this list is durability. According to Car Lifespan Check's January 2026 reliability guide, this naturally aspirated Boxer is the engine to choose for maximum longevity, and they explicitly advise avoiding the turbocharged and 6-cylinder Subaru variants if long life is your goal. Their expected lifespan figure for the Boxer 4 is roughly 180 to 220,000 miles, with annual costs in the $500 to $800 range. Now, I want to be honest about that mileage number because it is a touch lower than some of the Toyotas coming up, and there is a reason. The Boxer design is a little more involved to service in certain respects, and the head gasket history on much older Subarus is real, though the current generation has largely put that behind it. So I am not going to oversell it. What the Subaru gives you that nothing else on this list does is standard, genuinely capable all-wheel drive that works, combined with an engine that will comfortably clear 200,000 miles with basic care. Who are these two for? The Impreza is the affordable entry point, a compact that gives you all-weather security for the price of a basic front-wheel drive economy car. The Outback is the do-everything wagon, the one that hauls the family, the dog, the gear, and still gets you up a snowy mountain road to the trailhead. If you live where winter is serious, and you want durability without stepping up to a big thirsty SUV, this pair is where I would point you. They earn their spot not by having the single longest-lived engine here, but by pairing real longevity with capability nothing else on the list can match. Numbers 8 and 7 are both Mazdas, and I put them together because they showcase the same brilliant engine in two completely different bodies, one a sports car, one a small crossover. Number 8 is the Mazda MX-5 Miata, and yes, a sports car made a longevity list, which surprises people. Here is why it belongs. The Miata uses Mazda's Skyactiv G engine, naturally aspirated, and it is one of the most mechanically honest cars you can buy. There is no turbo, no unnecessary complexity. It is light, it is simple, and because it weighs so little, the engine barely has to work to move it. A Hot Cars analysis from May 2026 praised Mazda specifically for keeping this four-cylinder old school where it counts. No turbocharger, no intercooler plumbing, no boost control drama, while still using modern direct injection and a high compression ratio for efficiency. A lightly stressed engine in a lightweight car is a recipe for a very long life, and Miatas are famous for racking up enormous mileage while being driven with a smile. Number 7 is the Mazda CX-30, which takes that same Skyactiv G philosophy and puts it in a practical small crossover body with available all-wheel drive. This is the car for someone who wants the Mazda engineering and interior quality but needs to carry more than a sports car allows. It shares the naturally aspirated Skyactiv approach, which means the same durability story applies. Here is the theme that makes both of these special, and it is a direct quote-worthy point from that same reliability reporting. While most of the industry was busy strapping tiny turbos onto everything to chase fuel economy numbers on paper, Mazda stubbornly kept perfecting the naturally aspirated engine. That stubbornness is exactly why these cars last, and there is a bonus that matters for a value video like this one. Reviewers consistently note that Mazda interiors feel genuinely premium, with materials and design that rival luxury cars at a fraction of the price. So you are not just getting a durable, cheap car, you are getting one that feels far more expensive than it is, inside and out. Who are they for? The Miata is for the person who wants driving joy that will last decades. The CX-30 is for the buyer who wants that same quality and durability in a practical daily crossover. Numbers 6 and 5 are the two Mazdas with the hardest data behind them, the ones where I can point to actual longevity studies rather than just reputation. And that evidence is why they rank higher than the pair before them. Number 6 is the Mazda CX-5, and this is the vehicle that has quietly carried Mazda's reliability reputation for a decade. The numbers are genuinely impressive. That Hot Cars report from May 2026 cites iSeeCars data, giving the CX-5 a reliability score of 7.9 out of 10, ranking it third out of 66 crossover SUVs. iSeeCars also estimates the CX-5 has a 22.9% chance of reaching at least 200,000 miles and rates the 2017 through 2025 generation at an 8.7 for reliability. Those are hard, data-driven numbers from a company that analyzes millions of used car sales, not marketing fluff. The engine, once again, is the naturally aspirated 2.5 Skyactiv G, and Car Lifespan Check pegs its expected life at 200 to 300,000 miles with annual costs of only $350 to $600. Number 5 is the Mazda 3, and this is the compact car that proves the whole thesis of this video, that a cheap car can shame an expensive one. According to reliability data reported by Marin Mazda, a well-maintained Mazda 3 can last 200 to 300,000 miles, roughly 15 to 20 years of average driving, on about $433 a year in maintenance. But the number that genuinely stopped me is this one. Over 90% of Mazda 3s sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. 90%. That is one of the strongest survival statistics in the entire industry, and it is the kind of real-world proof that no spec sheet can match. I want to give you one honest maintenance note that applies to both of these because I promised you the truth and not a sales pitch. These Skyactiv engines use direct injection, and direct injection engines can develop carbon buildup on the intake valves over high mileage. It is manageable, it is not a deal-breaker, but it means you want to stay disciplined about oil changes and consider an occasional intake cleaning past 150,000 miles. Do that, and these two will run essentially forever while feeling more expensive than half the luxury cars on the road. Who are they for? The CX-5 is the practical family crossover with proven data behind it. The Mazda 3 is for the buyer who wants a compact that lasts decades and feels like it cost twice what it did. Now we reach the Toyotas, and this is where the mileage numbers climb and the engines become genuinely legendary. Numbers 4 and 3 share the same remarkable engine. Number 4 is the Toyota Corolla Cross, and number 3 is the Toyota Corolla itself. And both are powered by Toyota's 2.0-litre M20A-FKS dynamic force engine, producing 169 horsepower. Now here is the detail that makes this engine special, and it directly solves the one weakness I just told you about with the Mazdas. A CarBuzz analysis from just 2 weeks ago explained that the M20A-FKS uses Toyota's D4S dual injection system, which combines both direct and port injectors. The port injectors constantly wash the intake valves clean, which virtually eliminates the carbon buildup that plagues most direct-injected engines. In other words, Toyota engineered out the exact problem that most modern engines suffer from. That same report notes only minor carbon traces, even past 150,000 miles, and describes the engine as astonishingly robust, with a clean federal complaint record. How long does it last? Multiple sources this year put it plainly. A Longo Toyota report from September 2025 states that Toyota engines typically last around 200,000 miles and often reach beyond 300,000 before needing major work, and notes that Toyota builds its parts tougher than necessary, a deliberate durability buffer that most automakers skip to save money. A Toyota Corolla longevity guide from April 2026 echoes it, saying it is not uncommon to see older Corollas still running strong well past 250,000 miles. The Corolla is the sedan, one of the best-selling cars in the history of the world, which means parts are everywhere and every mechanic alive knows how to fix one. The Corolla Cross takes that same bulletproof engine and puts it in a small SUV body with available all-wheel drive, for the buyer who wants the Corolla's legendary durability but needs a higher seating position and more cargo room. Who are they for? Honestly, almost everyone. These are the cars I recommend to new drivers, to budget-conscious families, to anyone who just wants transportation that will never let them down and never surprise them with a big bill. They are the definition of a car that puts luxury vehicles to shame, running past 300,000 miles on regular oil changes and little else. And now the top two, the cars that represent, in my professional opinion, and backed by the strongest data available, the closest thing to an immortal engine you can buy affordably today. And both are hybrids, which surprises people who assume hybrids are fragile. The opposite is true, and here is the proof. Number 2 is the Toyota Camry Hybrid, and its engine, the 2.5-litre A25A-FXS, might be the single most impressive reliability story in the modern industry. That CarBuzz report from 2 weeks ago named the Camry Hybrid as holding the title for Toyota's most reliable engine, citing its near-flawless mechanical longevity. The engine runs on the Atkinson cycle and achieves a thermal efficiency rating of 41%, which is extraordinary. It extracts more usable energy from each drop of fuel than almost any gasoline engine ever built, and it does so without a turbocharger adding stress. The report documents a clean safety record, with 0 major powertrain complaints. There is one quirk worth mentioning so you are not alarmed, a slight ticking sound from the high-pressure fuel pump at higher mileage that people sometimes mistake for a valve problem, but it is completely harmless and has 0 impact on the engine. And number 1, the longevity king, is the Toyota Prius. I know, a Prius topping a cool car list feels like a betrayal to some of you, but I am a mechanic, and this is a video about engines that last forever, and nothing, absolutely nothing, has more real-world proof than the Prius. Here is the evidence that settles it. According to Car Lifespan Check's February 2026 analysis, Toyota Prius taxicabs in major cities have documented battery packs and drivetrains lasting 300,000 to 400,000 miles. Think about what a taxi endures: constant use, brutal duty, minimal pampering, and these cars are surviving to numbers that most vehicles could never dream of. The reason is beautiful in its simplicity. In a Prius, the gasoline engine is used less than in any conventional car. In city driving and traffic, the electric motor does much of the work, so the engine is not constantly starting, revving, and carrying the full load the way a normal engine does. Less work means less wear, means a longer life. Toyota then backs the hybrid battery for 10 years or 150,000 miles, which tells you the company expects these systems to do far more than just survive the warranty. Who are the top two for? The Camry Hybrid is for the buyer who wants a comfortable, roomy, 40-plus mile-per-gallon sedan that will outlast almost anything on the road. The Prius is for the person who wants the ultimate proven longevity champion, a car that laughs at 300,000 miles. These two are the engines I would trust with a cross-country drive at any mileage. So there are your 10. 2 Subarus for the all-weather crowd, 4 Mazdas that prove cheap can feel expensive and last for decades, 2 Corollas that are as close to indestructible as transportation gets, and 2 Toyota hybrids that quietly reach mileage numbers luxury cars can only dream about. 10 affordable cars whose engines will genuinely put far more expensive machines to shame. Let me leave you with the one lesson that ties all of this together, because it is worth more than any single car on the list. Every one of these engines wins for the same reason. They are not overstressed. They do not chase big horsepower from tiny turbocharged units. They were designed, from the first sketch, to be durable rather than impressive on paper. That is the whole secret. When you are shopping for any car, cheap or expensive, ask one question. Is this engine working hard just to do normal driving, or is it loafing along with plenty in reserve? The loafing engine is the one that reaches 300,000 miles. The straining one is the one that visits my shop. And here is the part that genuinely matters for your wallet. A luxury badge does not buy you longevity. Often it buys you the opposite: more complexity, more heat, more things to fail, and a far bigger bill when they do. The cars on this list cost a fraction of a luxury vehicle to buy and a fraction to keep running, and they will very likely still be on the road long after the expensive machines have been scrapped. That is not an opinion. That is what I see in the shop every single week. Now I want to hear from you, because your real-world mileage is the best proof there is. If you own one of these 10, tell me in the comments how many miles you have on it and whether it has ever left you stranded. And if you have a high-mileage car I did not mention that deserves a spot, name it, because I read every comment and I am always building the next list from what you tell me. Take care of yourselves, keep up with those oil changes, and I will see you in the next one.